Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich and today is Friday, October 15, 2021. Happy Friday everyone. I hope that you all are doing well and that you find this video in good health and good spirits and good energy. And we made it through another week, so thank you for continuing to tune in to the channel. And for those folks who are just joining the journey, thank you guys so much. I want to make sure that you guys are always well appreciated. So today, on today's video, we're going to go ahead and talk about EQ, Equilibrium Gaming, which is built on the XRPL, or runs on the XRPjoe. And we want to go ahead and discuss that and how this came to my attention. It's kind of a little funny story, but we'll get right into that. And then finally, we're going to be talking about $100 million Forte Ripple back fund, which draws top developers at GDC. And we'll talk about that here later on in the video. So real quick, we'll get into the coin market cap, which Bitcoin's dominance 46.8%, while Ethereum is at 18.3%. And then here you see some trending tokens, biggest gainers, recently added tokens. And then as you can see, Bitcoin is at $61,802.10 there, up 13.83%. over the last 7 days, while Ethereum is at $3,865.42, and BNB trying to get closer to $500 at $470.17 at the moment. And then we got Cardano, $2.22 there, still posted at number 4, trying to play catch up to BNB. And then we got Tether continuously falling in the news, which is that I think they were fined, I think 41 million or so dollars, if I'm not mistaken, with something with the CFTC. So if you want to check into that, you can go ahead and look for that article. And then most definitely our beloved XRP at $1.14, which is positive from yesterday. Most definitely here we are. Hopefully Bitcoin continues to go up. Its all-time high was about like 6,400 and some change. Or 64,000, excuse me, and some change, and we'll see what that does to the alt market. Sometimes, typically, we do get a bounce off of that, and hopefully we can actually see that appreciation here over the next several days or weeks, depending on how you want to look at it. So be patient, everything will work itself out, and we'll start seeing some gains in the alt market, so hang in there. Solana, $160.47 there at number 7. Polkadot still pushing forward with some of the news that dropped the last couple of days with, I think, Parachain and things like that. So anyway, $41.75 there at number 8. USDC still trying to get back to the $33 billion market cap, while Dogecoin still in the top 10, staying in the hunt, 23 cents, almost 23.5 cents there, down over the last 7 days as well as 24 hours. But most definitely we can take a little stroll down here, see what's what. We got Matic up almost 17% in the last 24 hours there. And then BB Chain crossed over 12 cents, so it's going to get some momentum there, hopefully, and continue to build on that. And let's see what else we got here. Most definitely some red buying opportunities. There's always buying opportunities when it's your first time coming into crypto, or even thinking about taking a position. So you can skim through the market. I suggest that you do your own research. This is never any financial advice, and you guys all know that I'm not a financial advisor. So I just try to give you some things, some suggestions, some ideas from the things that work for me. So yesterday, which is today, what we're talking about is EQ, Equilibrium. I was here finishing up the video for yesterday. My wife runs in and say, hey, I gotta buy this, I gotta get this stuff. I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay. She's like, well, how do I get this and that? And I helped her, manage that. And, come to find out, hey, Wash, if you're listening, man, I appreciate you sending my wife a text message for some solid advice. I know you guys were co-workers, and you guys, had great relationships as we separated, and we'll see you soon. But anyway, thank you for dropping this on her as we talked about X Gold, which you had took a position in prior to the video, unbeknownst to me, but it all unfolds how it needs to. There's no such coincidences, so we took a position based on that text right there. EQ here, which is on the XRPL, which we'll get into. Right now here you have a price of 12.5 cents there, so you can have their website at equilibrium/games.com, which we'll get into a little bit later, and the Explorers on XRP Scan, and the community, Twitter, Telegram, and their API ID is here, and their tags is a token. So here, it's a relatively brand new token, okay, that runs on the XRPL, and here goes some EQ price and market stats. And trading volume 193,000 with the 24-hour low and high, as you can see here, almost 11 cents, 10.8, and then the high, which is 13.4, and then for the 7-day low, 7-day high, so you got 6 cents there, almost 7 cents, all the way up to 13 cents, and then an all-time high, which was about 22 hours ago, and an all-time low, which was about 3 days ago. So again, it's a relatively new token, runs on XRPL, and like we said, we want to go check them out on Twitter, give them a follow if you are on that platform, like I have, and join in getting some of the latest and greatest news from them, directly from them, and we'll get into what EQ is all about. Equilibrium is a coin on the XRPL that is and will be used on all games developed by Equilibrium Games and partners. So again, Ripple is leading the way and showing us what it's going to be all about, trying to gain control over like some of the NFTs, the gaming, you name it. Ripple is going to do some outstanding things when it comes to all of this different stuff that's just popping up. I'm pretty sure at some point we might be able to run nodes and things like that as well, so we'll see. Anyway, this is coming from bitrue.zendesk.com. Equilibrium Games EQ joins Bitrue today after passing the BTR vote, and this was about 4 days ago. And as you all know, I enjoy Bitrue as one of my most favorite platforms, if not my most favorite of all time, where there's solid return on your investment, and there's always different type of tokens that you can get a hold of, especially EQ. And here it reads, after successfully passing through the BTR votes process, Equilibrium Games EQ is coming to Bitrue today, and Equilibrium is the first gaming token on the XRP ledger, which will be used by Equilibrium Games and partners. Okay, so let me not just go any further, but it combines $180 billion gaming industry, as well as the blockchain, and Equilibrium can be earned in the games by doing this to monsters, events, quests, and other activities, and you can also play to earn. And then with Equilibrium, NFTs for cosmetic items and ownership of lands and buildings can be bought, and landlords receive a percentage of all Equilibrium found by other players in the land. So this is exciting for me, as I have mentioned on multiple occasions. When you have kids who are into video games, okay, the sky is the limit, and the ceiling is just going to be blown off with some of these things, because at the end of the day, now your children or your kids who play video games continuously, you can go ahead and give them this presentation and share with them that there's money to be made by playing and earning as well at the same time. So if you're a frustrated parent when it comes to video games, things like that, like I know I've come to be at times, here's another way of, okay, well, gaming is going to be bigger than what we know. So just, I guess, embrace it and digest it, and allow your kids to grow, and just always give them an opportunity to make sure that they are, earning passive income, I guess, if that's what they want to do. And plus, guess what? It's fun for them. Sometimes we wish we can actually do things that we want to do and it's fun. And where we go to work, whatever, we want our job to be fun. So sometimes we just have to tap into our hobbies and create a job opportunity or some sort of thing like that will allow you to have fun at what you do. So just consider that as parents. I mean, this is never parental advice either, but as a parent, I got to kind of let my kids do that so that they can actually earn and learn at the same time. So anyway, invest your EQ at 4% APR in Power Piggy and 10% APR in our new lockup. So here on BitTrue again, they are leading the way when it comes to return on that investment, which is 4%, and then 10%, I believe, in lockups is about for 30 days. So again, this will be left in the description for all of you to go over. And most definitely, now we'll go ahead and jump into Equilibrium/games.com, which is their main website. And here are the games here, some games here, as we see this web page load up on this slow computer. All right, any moment now. All right, cool. We got a little movement. Let's just check it out, see if we can scroll down. Nope. All right, there we go. Equilibrium Games, combining blockchain and the gaming industry. All right. And most definitely here, EQ is our cryptocurrency, which can be obtained in the games and outside to create a real player-driven economy. And with the token, you will be able to buy NFTs like cosmetic items, ownership of lands, and other services in games and outside. And it also runs on the XRP ledger, which is fast and cheap. And Equilibrium is and will be used on all games developed by Equilibrium Games and partners. So again, another opportunity to look at it from a different perspective. When I had to give the kids money to go buy their cards at the local Target or Walmart, the cards that they play for Xbox Live, things like that, now it's going to become more digital. And I was kind of alluding that to my children when it was just ridiculous that they were going so often to get these stupid cards. But, at the end of the day, I think that digitally enhanced items will most definitely promote this in a different way. And this is why I say gaming is going to be huge. Games, learn about our different games with blockchain and NFT integration. You can read more there, and then you can also discover the vast areas of world of Equilibrium, which is WOE, and then you can explore that, and then check out the plans and features of our upcoming game. Let's go ahead and check that out and read a little bit more on that, okay? Then we'll just go back. If this thing ever loads up, okay? Alright, so here are some plans and features. Play to earn. As passionate gamers and crypto enthusiasts ourselves, we are developing a game that is rewarding the player crypto to play. 20% of the total EQ supply will be allocated for server rewards, who the player can receive by playing the game, doing quests, and again, doing that to monsters. And the first boss monster, again, does that in the events. And there is no cost involved to start playing and earning. So again, they got NFTs, things like that. So we'll see how that turns out. And then again, you got ownership of lands and buildings. And then Equilibrium World, where you can acquire terrains, levels, and buildings. And the owner of land can, again, for example, earn passive income by taxing the other players for services used in their land, and receives an amount of EQ tokens found by other players in their land. And the ownerships can be freely traded as NFTs by the players on our marketplace, coming soon on exchanges and on exchanges. So again, they're marketplaces they are going to be in developments, and I'm excited to see how this turns out. And from the likes of it, this image here looks like some pretty dope stuff can go on inside that game, especially if you are online. connecting with your friends, building stuff, and kind of coming up with your own ideas and things like that. And then you get to actually tax people for going into your domain or your area. All right, cool. I mean, that sounds bona fide to me. So anyway, let's just go back just real quick and finish up what's going on here. And then we are here to combine cryptocurrency and gaming. And then what they want to do is combine the $200 billion gaming sector with expanding blockchain industry, building an amazing game with cryptocurrency as the normal game currency, as well as NFTs. And if you're interested in working with us to bring blockchain also to your game, you could contact them there. And for more information, check out their white paper there. And Equilibrium, again, is available on these exchanges. Sologenic, BitTrue, which I mentioned, and then the XRP Toolkit, and then more coming soon. So again, they're not even on any real huge exchanges quite yet. So I would most definitely take a position in there and see what's going to happen with this project. And I do believe if you are able to get a decent sized position, I always like to have a starting point, and I always think of a higher number. And for me, it would be at least 10,000 of these tokens just to hold and keep on my very own. And then most definitely, if something comes about for me to even play any of these video games to earn or present it to my kids, then I'll do that. But for now, if I was just to take a position, it would be at least 10,000 tokens, or to build up to having the equivalent of those amount of tokens. So again, that's just me. And with X Gold, again, I always start at 10,000 as the starting point. So when you look at it in pennies and dollar cents, then it'll make a lot of sense to have more. So when you're taking profit, you still have some left in your bag. So again, you can follow that or not, or that's totally up to you. I just wanted to point that out, okay? So anyway, here you see the Ripple symbol or XRP symbol, and then what engine are you using to develop the games, which are part of the frequently asked questions. And then we are using Unreal Engine and Quixel Megascans to develop our games, which provide us with many assets in high resolution, and one of the best, if not the best, engine for game development. So again, here's their website. You can go ahead and check it out. I do believe that we are starting to see the ecosystem of the XRPL being put out and put on display. So while these tokens are low, I highly recommend that you get on them and watch the maturation process take fold as well. So lastly, we want to get on this from modernconsensus.com, and we want to talk about the Forte Fund here, which was about in 2019, I believe, yes, March 25th, 2019, Forte's $100 million Ripple-backed fund draws top developers at GDC, says COO Wakeford in an interview. Forte Labs, which is the latest venture from Kabam founder Kevin Zhao and former Kabam CEO Kent Wakeford, had an overwhelming response at the Game Developers Conference in San Francisco this past week. And this comes on the heels of announcing its brand new $100 million funded, backed by Ripple, that will enable traditional games to add to key blockchain features. Now, I want to just leave it at that. You can read the rest of the article. I wanted to read that to let you know that Ripple has already been down these roads and avenues. These things are just getting announced, but they've already done their background work and checks, and they're leading up to this thing being bigger than what we can imagine, bigger than more than we know already. And most definitely, I do believe Ripple has their hand in just about everything and anything. And most definitely, I'm excited about that, despite any negative things that people might want to say about XRP or anything like that. So I'm sticking to my position, and I see developments. And then I just wanted to, before I go, give a shout out to Encrypto Mills on pointing out LOX, LOX, which is also on BitTrue. We will be discussing that. come next week, and most definitely we'll be discussing one of the other tokens that was brought to my attention by GoPassier. So we'll check that out and we'll get back to you next week. Otherwise, have an outstanding weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Do something fun, new, and exciting. I look forward to hearing back with you all next Monday and things like that. So God bless, take care, and as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.